Okay, so, right, got this job. Like I said, I've done public transportation pretty much a third. Like, I do a third, like, cooking, and then, like, domestic stuff, housekeeping stuff like that. And then I do transportation of some kind. So, this is public transportation. So, you just got a fixed route, you pick up whoever. So, I started noticing this, like we got these time points. You can't leave this time point before a certain time, and that helps you to stay on schedule. Blah 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 blah. You can't pass this certain point for a certain time. And okay, so it's this certain route, and it's like it's a Zaxby's, right? So you can stop and get yourself some lunch, which is way more expensive to eat lunch out than it is to fix your own lunch and just bring it with you. But you might not have a microwave out there in the field, and you might not want to eat sandwiches, you know what I'm saying, every day, you know, or like carrot sticks, stuff like that, stuff you can pack. So you kind of want to get out. But the Zaxby's isn't where the time is. Where the time is, where you have more downtime or more time that you usually wind up getting to first if you don't have like a weird amount of wheelchairs, or you don't have to wait for a whole lot of older people to get down off the bus because of hip problems and stuff, and you don't have to answer questions about which route and this, that, and the third. But what's by the time is like a Arby's. Like I haven't, like, I like the Arby's commercials, but I don't think I've ever wanted Arby's. So I was like, well, let me go over here, and I looked around, and I'm like, dang, Zaxby's right over here too, man, but it ain't no time there. So it started making me think about, because you got to think about something, you driving in circles all day. Okay, so we had the Time movie about time being your currency. Of course, we've had time travel movies. I listened to this book called The Long Earth, where somebody developed this box or something, and you could jump in time, like to a different, you know, point in the Earth's development or something like that. But I was sitting up thinking, like, do we have a time movie that's about having to be at a certain place at a certain time? And I was like, yeah, we do got that. It's more like science fiction, like a portal or something like that. But I don't know, jumping in between time, through time, to get to a cool time point or something like that. They probably do that in like the Dungeons and Dragons or that Game of Thrones stuff or something like that. It seemed like that sort of concept. But I ended up thinking about that for about 2 strong rotations on the route I was on. I was like, if only I could switch my time to be the time over here and not the time over there. If only my time point was different. And I went off on that. I was just going off of my brain. It was like, excuse me, ma'am, is everything okay? They could see me calculating. I was thinking about it, like, how can I get this time to be over here in this area and not over here in this area? Because I would love to have some of that Zaxby's toast right now. But I got the Arby's Turkey and Bacon Club. It was all right. It was okay. But it really started me thinking about traveling time and getting to the right. It's not just traveling through time. Like on some Stewie Griffin stuff, you got to get to the right point in time to be next to these Zaxby's. You fuck around and go through time and be in a goddamn Arby's or something like that, or it's whatever the moral equivalent or whatever equivalent of that is. Like, Arby's not bad, but I would really like to have some time next to Zaxby's sometimes, you know. But the time wasn't there. What else was I? Oh yeah, I thought about some cheesy, trashy joke. It's like, make my personal failures your ultimate victory. Are you looking in your mirrors to check and see if it's okay for you to get over? All right, be cautious, because that Saturn may be hauling a goddamn trailer. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds weird. Why would a Saturn have a trailer hooked up to the back of it? These are industrious and perilous times. You never know what's going to happen. So, don't just assume that since the car has gone by that you can merge either left or right. You want to give it some time to make sure that Geo Metro don't have a trailer hooked up to the back of it, because you can't call it these days. You don't know what's hauling what out here. And it's been my slow drive in the rain, because sometimes the Prius gets sideways. It's like, oh, look at you, you got a little power. All right, slow driving in the rain, thinking about time and what it all means, and silly little joke about making sure, like, seriously, I almost got over the other day, and it was some car that you would not expect to be, you know, to have a trailer behind it, and there it was, Long trailer too. Just back end dragging trailer hooked up. But you know what? I feel like it don't matter how it looked. I feel like they got their job done that day. So whatever. But yeah, be cautious. Later.